As more and more species become endangered and at risk of extinction, it's not often that there's a good news story about a creature coming back from the brink. But that's what's happened on remote Lord Howe Island, 700 kilometres northwest of Sydney. Tracy Bowden travelled to the World Heritage listed island to file this report.
So let's take a look.
Here we've got an adult female.
For Lord Howe Island's World Heritage Manager, Hank Bauer, these are exciting times.
Well, it's almost a miracle because they were thought to be...
He's showing me a creature that was thought to be extinct. Better still, it's once again breeding at its original home. And that's the little one.
That's a little baby one, about 6 or 8 weeks old.
So when do they turn black?
At nearly 12 months.
Do they bite?
No, they don't bite.
I should have asked that earlier. This is Dryococylus australis, also known as the phasmid or the land lobster, and its story is a remarkable one.
It's like finding Tasmanian tiger again, the Thylacinus of the invertebrate world.
Lord Howe Island is a treasure trove of flora and fauna. It boasts more than 60 species of unique flowering plants. One of the world's rarest birds, the woodhen, and is home to a vast array of seabirds. The island was inscripted on the World Heritage List in 1981, but even the creatures living in this pristine, isolated spot have felt the impact of perils from afar. Feral animals have wreaked havoc on Lord Howe over the years, especially rats. The black rat arrived on the island back in 1918 when a supply ship ran aground off the coast. They led to the extinction of 5 different species of bird and several types of beetle. It was also thought the rat had killed off a creature that's found nowhere else on Earth. Once the rats moved in, the phasmid population plummeted and locals were convinced they were gone for good. Then, after no sightings for close to a century, in 2001 a phasmid skeleton was found here at Ball's Pyramid, 23 kilometres to the southeast. This stark landmark is part of the same volcano responsible for the formation of Lord Howe. Next, an expedition was sent to take a closer look.
Accessing these areas was really quite gnarly. You've got a really steep, potentially dangerous environment. Where we were going across this vertical face, we had breakers coming in and lapping up against our feet.
Ranger Dean Hiscox and his team searched for 2 days without success. Then, late one night, an unexpected surprise.
We were just gobsmacked to actually encounter these prehistoric-looking insects on a couple of big melaleuca bushes on a ledge up on the face of the pyramid. Just really, stuff you don't forget.
The precious cargo was transported back to Lord Howe Island, then a pair of phasmids was sent to Melbourne Zoo.
It has been quite stressful at times, particularly when they first come. Nothing was known about their biology, their behaviour, what they ate and things like that.
The zoo breeding program run by Rowan Cleave has been a huge success.
We've hatched over 9,100 animals here at Melbourne Zoo alone. We've also sent eggs to other institutions, to private breeders, to maintain a genetic diversity in population as much as possible. This is such a romantic story of something that has been lost for over 80 years and being rediscovered, and the significance of that alone is massive.
This is their home. They're part of the ecology here. They play an important role in nutrient cycling, and they're also a food item for other native animals out there.
What's now causing real excitement on Lord Howe Island is that with help from the team at Melbourne Zoo, they've finally managed to successfully breed phasmids back here. But it's early days.
We're waiting to see if they actually reach adulthood. We've been a little bit cautious about sending the message out until we know they're definitely going to survive.
The ultimate aim is to return the phasmid to the wild on Lord Howe Island. But first, the rats, which threatened the insects in the first place, need to be eradicated. A rodent eradication program has been planned, but it's a complex multi-million-dollar exercise. With approval and funding still to come, a start date is at least 2 to 3 years away.
And then hopefully one day we can show them where they really should belong, somewhere out there.
I'm sure I saw that creature in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the intrepid Tracy Bowden with that report.